I'm Adriana Cavita, and this is the Great British Chef's Signature Series. For me, Mexico is everything corn, you know, it's the heart of the cuisine. And I'm trying to get different varieties from different regions in Mexico. I think it's very important to keep the ancient seeds, because in Mexico, some of them are in danger of extinction. The first menu, people thought, you don't have burritos and you don't have guacamole. And I'm like, no, I mean, I don't gotta do it, you know? I want people to really learn more about Mexican food. It's more than just burritos and tacos, you know? I'm Adriana Cavita. We are at Cavita restaurant in Marylebone, and we're gonna do Tetela de Hongos. So the tetela is a very traditional street food in Oaxaca, and basically it's like a samosa, let's say, it's a triangle. In this case, I fill with potato puree, and then I saute some mushrooms and I put it on top with morita sauce and guaca salsa. Many people think that Mexican cuisine is all about meat, but actually in the restaurant we do mainly like 40%, I will say, vegetarian dishes that can be also vegan. So what I do for this dish is the nixtamal of the corn. I take the corn, cook it with calcium hydroxide, and what this process does is to make more easy to digest the corn for you, and it's more nutritional. After we leave that overnight, we come and clean it with water to take out the skin of the corn away a little bit, and then we mill it. We make the dough. This dough is to make tortillas, tostadas, base for the tamal, and in this case for the tetelas. So we have the corn already. Basically, after being milled, I just put a little bit of salt and water, enough water just to make it easy to work with. The texture, it has to be, I call it like Play-Doh. So it's not going to be sticky in your hands, but it's going to be very soft that you can play with the dough. And I take approx like 60 grams of the dough. And I have my plancha. In Mexico we call it maricona. Don't ask me why, just the name. we have it like that. I'm gonna make like a big tortilla. And the idea is that it's thin but not extra thin. So it's like a big tortilla, basically. The filling is the potato puree. In this case, instead of use milk, I use oat milk, olive oil. We saute a little bit of onion and garlic, so we mix everything to do the base for this. I add a little bit of parsley also. So, and then you just fold. Trying to make sure that all the sides go in the middle, so it's very proper close. And then I just arrange the sides. That's it. And I'm gonna cook it in the comal or in the plancha. I'm gonna serve the tetela with morita sauce. So morita is a dry chile, and basically this one tastes like raisins and it's a little bit smoky. So the idea is to take this chile and I roast onion, garlic, tomatoes, like everything on the grill, and then I just blend everything together. So I have this sauce here. So basically here I have a mix of mushrooms. I prefer to use chanterelle, but sometimes my supplier doesn't have, so I just use whatever is available. So I'm using enoki, shimeji, and shiitake. So I saute the mushrooms with onion, garlic, and parsley. So once the tetela is crispy outside, it's ready to go. So I'm gonna put some goat's curd. I feel like in Mexican cuisine we use a lot of fresh cheese, but it's very difficult to find it here. So I use this one because it reminds me the requesón, like we call it in Mexico. And I'm gonna put a little bit guaca salsa, This is literally just an avocado puree with avocados, lime juice, and coriander salt. It's very simple. Then the mushrooms. And I just finished with a little bit of sorrel on top. And this is my tetela de hongos.